Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, coming at you with my third Retro Cup team. In one of my previous videos, I said I wanted to run a Shadow Canto Ninetales with a Hypno and a Munchlax, which I think still would be a very good team. I just showcased Hypno, and I don't have a Munchlax, or a Snorlax, or a Lickitung, or any sort of that normal type user. So I switched in for the Hypno for Cresselia, because it's basically the same sort of thing. And I tried, I see like a legacy move Dewgong, so the team overall was probably like even on the day. But I'm just gonna show you why it didn't work and then showcase each individual one because each individual Pokemon I like and they put in work, but just as a team it did not work. So let's take a look and you're gonna see right off the bat why it doesn't work because I ran into a Jelson on the lead. So Ninetales is useless, especially that I'm running Overheat on it, so two fire moves. Dewgong's useless because it's just ice moves and water moves. So Cresselia is my only thing. So plus Jellicent throws Shadow Ball. So I had to shield it up. It was just a bait, so I've lowered my attack. And now this is going to take, they switch in the Frostlass, it will take 3 Moonblast now instead of 2 to take it out. And I'm down a shield, so I can't shield the Shadow Ball that's coming through. So this game's already over. So I could just cut this out, but I'm just going to let it play out and tell you the strengths of each individual one. So the Shadow Canto Ninetales obviously hits really hard on the ice, which there's a lot of in this, but it also does very well in neutral matchups against your sort of just like normal type users, your fighters. It's just so spammy and the weather balls hit pretty decently hard that you can flip a lot of matches with the Ninetales. The Cresselia is obviously very, very tanky that even weak to Ghost, you'll take a couple Shadow Balls. And it has good coverage on its charge moves because it has the Leaf Blade, which you can take out the waters and hits okay for neutral damage against others. And it has the Moonblast, which again is a pretty decent hard hitting move and it has that sort of Altaria coverage there. And the Dewgong, it's my first time trying it out. I used the Elite Fast and Charge Stam to double Legacy it, and it's not bad. Like, it's pretty bulky and pretty spammy. So, and you'll see in one of the matches coming up, basically even shield, almost even energy, it takes out the Frostlass because the Frostlass needs to throw 2 um, Shadow Balls to take it out, and you can get to 2 Water Pulses before they get to 2 Shadow Balls. So in the even shields, you'll take out the Frostlass. So this is going to be a loss, but I'm going to showcase for you some wins here. So look, this is just a prime example of going even with the Lickitung. Like the weather balls are so spammy and it charges up so fast that these fire spins do decent amount of chip, like not a lot obviously, but Lickitung is pretty tanky. So the fact that I'm able to just get these off and continue to spam, like I could throw another one there, but this one's already over, so that's fine. But let's start showcasing some of the where I did win and then showcase where there are strengths with each of these individual ones. So on the lead, obviously a Bomb Snow is a great lead here. And I make a mistake here because Snorlax comes in. I don't really have a hard counter to Snorlax. So what I should have done is throw the Weather Ball because Weather Ball is going to do a lot of chip damage or get them to burn a shield. But now I let them charge up. They have a bunch of Body Slams stored up now. And I have Cresselia, which is going to take at least 2 moves to get to take this out. So I probably should have put some pressure on it, especially just how spammy the Ninetales is. So I throw the first Leaf Blade. I'm going to be able to get to a second one. I think they shield here because they don't want the Abomasnow to see the Ninetales. So I'm going to go down and then coming back in with the Ninetales and I'm just going to farm. And I could have easily thrown, I'm already at 2 Weather Balls. I could have easily thrown a Weather Ball and saved myself with 2 shields, but I've always liked farming up and going even shields when I have so much energy stored. So Jellicent comes in, which isn't great for me, but I'm able to throw this Overheat, which obviously is resisted, but it still does like 40% damage. So I switch into my Dewgong to reset. They come in with their Abomasnow, which is okay because it's half grass, so this is neutral damage. So, and it's a shadow, so it's taken more. So I need to watch the Leaf Blade because it'll take me out. So I'm just going to shield Energy Ball. Sorry. So I shield that up. I'm going to get off the second Icy Wind. This is going to take them out if they don't shield. And they decide to shield because I think they want to just throw this energy ball at me. So the good news is I think I survived this now because they're 2-time lowered on their attack. So I'm able to take this down. I'll get an Icy Wind off, which again won't do any real damage, but it'll just lower the attack. And I'm able to quickly switch into my Ninetales, and because I loaded up so much, I can get another Overheat off, and this will be enough to take it out. So just if a team has Jellicent, it's not an automatic loss. It's just kind of lined up for me with the matchup. So the second matchup, Linu, I don't even know how to pronounce it. The little skunky type thing there that's not a skunk. More like I don't even know what it is, badger. Anyways, switch out to the Hypno. I learned my lesson from the first one. I threw the Weather Ball to do some chip damage. Again, I miscounted here because I thought this was just going to be Punch, but it's a Shadow Ball, which is unfortunate. So I'm trying to get to a Moonblast. I can. I think this is going to be just short. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, I remember this. I made fun of someone for trying to counter down in my last video against the same type. So I'm an idiot for trying to counter down with a Cresselia Psycho Cut against Hypno. So this is just a punch, so I thought I was a little bulkier than this, but this took me out. So I have 150 energy, and I go down, and I'm down a shield. So terrible, terrible play, but I got it back here because just go for the overheat, thinking that they're just going to think it's a Wither Ball spam, and it lands. So it almost takes them out. So I immediately switch into my Dewgong. So they come out and go back, and I'm able to just spam Icy Winds here. And this is going to lower the attack, and it does an okay amount of chip damage. So they didn't shield that up either, which I don't know why they're shielding their shields. Maybe because they knew it was just going to be an Icy Wind, but now I'm going to shield this. They have Grass Knot, which is not great, but I can get off a second Icy Wind. They're going to need to shield because they're getting super low here, and they have 2 shields left. But because I lowered their attack twice now, I don't think a Grass Knot's going to take me out here. I can get to another Icy Wind and probably take this out. Oh, that doesn't even do anything. Look, so 2-time lower attack, maybe because it doesn't get stabbed. That didn't do much at all. So I can get a second Icy Wind off here, third Icy Wind. So they're just going to let it go because they think their win conditions with the Metachamp. But now I can come in and just quickly Fire Spin this, and I lowered it enough that they need to throw, I'm guessing they're running Ice Punch, which won't do enough, so they have to throw their move, and I'm able to go down. So I probably should have lost that when I tried to Psycho Cut down the Hypno, but I got lucky. So again, a terrible lead here, and this is why the team doesn't work again. Blastoise. Don't team any of them, but destroys my Ninetales, and a Ice and Water Dewgong isn't going to do anything either. So I'm shielding this because I know Cresselia is my only thing that can take me out. They're giving me a shot here, but they make a really, really good catch on an Altaria. Because if I just didn't throw there, I would have had the Moonblast, and I could have got the alignment back with Blastoise. But now I have to reload energy. It's still going to take 2 Moonblasts here. So I know I need to save it. So I'm just going out here. I'll probably just not shield. I need to save the shields for the Cresselia. And I'm guessing a Vigoroth comes in, which is not great because counter is super effective to the Dewgong. So I'm just throwing Icy Winds here to try and lower the attack. They do get a Body Slam off. It doesn't take me out, but now they get another couple counters in because their attack's lowered, which is not great, and I don't get it off even though I had it. So I know my Ninetales is useless, so I'm just going to come in with this. I'm going to probably just build up, take whatever is thrown at me, and try and throw the overheat on whatever comes in. Again, don't care about this. I need to save my shield for Cresselia against the Blastoise. And so I knew that the Blastoise was going to come in and try and snipe me, so I immediately threw. The problem is I threw the overheat. I didn't throw, it's not a problem because the overheat does like 50% to a Blastoise, which is great. The problem is it's still going to take a Leaf Blade to take this out, and I don't know if that was just kind of a waste of energy. So shield, I get to the first Grass Knot. I'm just 1 quick move short of second Grass Knot, so there's a chance, but then there's no chance because we CMP and I lose CMP apparently. So that this is why the team just doesn't work when you have two Pokemon that just get walled by a couple Pokemon, in particular water Pokemon. The team doesn't work. But Snorlax here. So again, this is a decent matchup for me on the lead because these weather Fire Spin plus Weather Ball combos are going to spam here. So I'm just going to keep building up, trying to sneak in the Fire Spins because any extra energy is great here. I can survive a Body Slam. I just want to see how much it is. I can add 2 Weather Balls. So I should be able to just go back to back here, but they shield, so I'm just gonna Fire Spin up here. And I think I shield because I have a lot of energy. I was making the decision, like, should I just throw the Overheat here? And then I'm like, I'm at 2 Weather Balls, let's just go for that. And they caught on a Hypno. So I'm glad I just kind of just went with the 1 because now I can go into my Cresselia immediately. And this will be, I need to watch for the Shadow Ball again, but I can take 1, no problem, because that's still above 50%. Hoping that I think his attack potentially lower, but it did not. And this is going to, so when I talk about highlighting Pokemon, Cresselia in this match is decent. Like, you need to watch the Hypnos, but like the Shadow Boss, but like I said, you can tank 1. And 2 Moonblasts there. I know I had the help of the Weather Ball, but 2 Moonblasts able to take it out before they get to their second Shadow Ball. And in comes the Snorlax. I'm going to let this go because now I can come in again. And the problem is I'm very, very low on my Ninetales now. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to throw the move immediately if the game allows me. And then I don't want to get countered down, so I'm immediately going to switch out into my Dewgong. And I need to watch for the superpower because it hit for super effective, so I'm pretty sure I shield this up. And they did throw it, which is good. And in the back is a Frostlass. That's what I'm talking about. So I did have, I guess, a 2 energy lead there. But 1 Water Pulse will put it below 50% or just above 50%. But these Ice Shards will put it low enough, and the Shadow Ball is only going to put me in the yellow, maybe? Yeah, pretty high yellow. So like it can take a Shadow Ball pretty well from Frostlass, and I'm going to outpace it to the next move. And this should be enough to take it out between the Ice Shards and the 2 Water Pulses. So that's one of the strengths of Dugongs, especially with you're seeing so many Frostlass. It has that nice coverage of that with the ice for the dragons. So Raichu, this is kind of a spicy pick because I have not seen any Raichus yet. Maybe I've seen one before, but I'm thinking that this is just gonna be a spam contest because we're both pretty spammy and they'd hit hard with the wild charge and their shadow too. So I'm just trying to get these weather balls off. And they bait first, which is too bad because now I know they can get to a wild charge. And so I need to shield this up. So else I'm going to be taken out. So they burn both my shields, which is not great. But out comes a Surf Fetch. So I'm just going to go for the nuke here. And they do not shield, so boom! Goodbye Surf Fetch. They come in with the Galvantula. And I don't know if this was a mistake. I wanted to like reset because when you throw the Overheat, your attack lowers by 2. So I wanted to reset here, even though Fire is super effective against a Galvantula. So they got a lunge off on me, which is super effective. I'm able to get to a Moonblast, a second Moonblast, because I think they're trying to counter down here, or Volt Switch down. So I got a Moonblast off. Yeah, they are trying to Volt Switch down, but they couldn't get it all the way down. So now I got a Leaf Blade off, and this will take it out. So this is the strength of Cresselia. It's tanky that you're taking that sort of pain from Galv, and you just continue to survive. So I came in with the Dewgong here because I want this to throw its move. Because now I can just come in and Fire Spin down with the Ninetales. So I think that was the last match. Just because, like I said, the team overall didn't work, but each individual component works. I would say if you want to try a team like this, go with the Ninetales, Hypno, Munchlax / Lickitung. I think that team would work very, very well. So that's it. I've got a new team for tomorrow, which I'm very excited to try. I powered up 2 Pokemon for it, so I will see you tomorrow.